Hello, good day viewers. Welcome to another mathematics presentation. So right here with me, I've got a question that came in mathematics paper 2 for 2020 external candidates. So this question is coming from the topic called the trigonometry. Okay, so the question reads, the diagram below shows the position of a guava tree, orange tree, and lemon tree on a farm. So this is the diagram that is showing these trees. So lemon tree, guava tree, and orange tree. So given that LG is 10.1 and the distance of OG is 14.2 meters, then we have an angle at L. Calculate angle OGL. So they want us to find the value of an angle. So let's see how we can find it. Right, so how can we find the angle? Okay, they want us to find angle OGL, meaning that the angle at G. So the angle at G, this is the angle they are talking about. So first thing, we take note that we have been given two sides right here. Then we have an angle right here. Then what formula are we going to use? So when we start with the cosine rule, the cosine rule states that you can use the cosine rule if they have given you all the three sides. Okay, now here we just have two sides. If all the three sides are used, you can use the cosine rule to find an angle. Or if two sides are given and an included angle. Okay, so here we have the two sides, but they want us to find a non-included angle, so we can't use the cosine rule. Then sine rule states that they can give you two angles and one side. Okay, then they can also give you two sides and a non-included angle. So when you see, we have two sides. Okay, we have two sides, then we don't have the included angle, we only have one. So they want us to find an angle at G. So in order for us to find an angle at G, since we have got two sides, so where we've got an angle at L, the corresponding side there will be presented by small letter L, or the smallest side will be presented by small letter O. Okay, so since we have these two sides and an angle right here, then at O we don't have an angle that is corresponding to this side. So we're going to find an angle at O because we have the side here but no angle. Then we have the angle here and the side. So it will be easier to find an angle at O using this side and using this angle on the side. Then when we find an angle at O, we're going to use it to find an angle at G. So in order for us to do this, we are going to use the sine what? The sine rule. So we are going to say O over sine O equal to, so the angle at O, small letter L over sine L. This is what we are going to use. So from here, O presenting the side, which is this 10.1, you write 10.1 over sine O is the angle at O. We don't have an angle at O, so just write sine O equal to L is presenting the side. This is the side 14.2, sorry, divided by sine L. What is the angle at L? It's a 40 right there. So you write a 40. So from here, since we want to find the value of this sine O, we need to cross multiply, where we say sine O times 14.2. We are going to have sine O times 14.2 equal to 10.1 times sine 40. So this will be 10.1 times sine 40. Okay, so from here we should get rid of this 14.2. So we divide by 14.2. Okay, both sides. So even this side we divide by 14.2. So this and this will cancel. Okay, we are going to remain with sine O equal to, so here we need to punch this on the calculator. Okay, so to punch on the calculator, this is what you are going to do. Okay, right, so we are going to punch 10.1 times sine 40. It will give us 6.492154,858 divided by 14.2. So what you just need to do is Now write sine O equal to, so when you divide this by this value, you are going to get something like this, 0.457194004. So make sure that you are also punching, okay? So from here, since we need to find the value of this or presenting an angle, so we are going to do this. We're going to write angle O, okay, is equal to sine inverse of this value, which is 0.457194004. Okay, so from here we are going to write angle O equal to, so what has happened here is this. I want to find the angle for O. So this sine should go to the other side, of which we are having sine inverse, okay, of this same value right here. So because of I don't have enough space here, this is why I've written it like this. So let's see the value that we're going to have now. Right, so on your calculator now, you press sine or shift sine inverse. It will give you something like this, and you put this in brackets, 0.457194004. It will give you this. So angle O is equal to 27.20611894. So our final answer will just say angle O equal to, so the degree of accuracy is not specified, so we should leave our answer correct to one decimal place. So it's 27.2 degrees. So this is the value of an angle. So this means that right here the angle was what? 27.2 degrees. So we can now use it to find the angle at what? At O. Alright, so we can now, since we have an angle here, we can use it to find the angle at G. So the angle at G, remember, when you add this angle and this angle and this angle, should give us 180. So we are going to say 180 degrees minus. So I'm going to add this angle and this angle. Okay? So say 40 plus 27.2. Okay? So say 180 degrees minus. Okay? So here is just a matter of adding a 40 plus 27.2. We are going to have 67. We are going to have 67.2 degrees. So 180 minus 67.2 is going to give us 112.8 degrees. So this is the angle which was at G, which is 112.8 degrees. So remember, the sum total of the angles inside the triangle, they add up to 180. That's the principle I've used. So we add this and this, then we subtract from 180. We are having an angle which will be at G. So we have answered our question. Okay, so thank you so much everybody for having time to view this content. Bye bye.